Hi, welcome to the Predator takedowns, sweeps, and throws. The first thing we're going to do is a basic double leg takedown. People call it double leg tackle, double leg takedown. I prefer a takedown more than a tackle. A tackle will give you the wrong ideas to the move. This is a basic move, but it's also a very technical move, because if you do this wrong, you're going to end up in trouble. This man comes towards me. What I want to do, again, have my position, have my balance set. If I'm in a fighting stance, I'm here to where I can deliver a punch, but at the same time I can drop down and deliver the double leg takedown. What I'm looking at doing on my opponent is penetrating beyond him, just as if a punch. You don't punch at the opponent, you punch through the opponent. Same thing with this double leg takedown. I just don't shoot at the opponent and stop. I shoot through the opponent, beyond the opponent. Ideally, what I want to do is penetrate between his legs. Now, what a lot of people do wrong is they shoot with their head to the outside. That's good in wrestling or in judo, but you can't do that in the UFC style because a lot of people end up getting trapped into the guillotine choke. So ideally, what you're going to do, rather than sticking your head to the outside, you're going to bury your head directly to the inside, right into his rib area, right into his diaphragm. What I'm going to do, when I step, I separate this man. I just don't step here to him. I step through him. Now, what he's doing is I'm separating him also with my thigh. I'm coming into him. I'm knocking him off with my chest, my torso. This is a whole body move. When you fight, you use your whole body. You just don't use one particular point. When I'm punching, I just don't use my hands. I punch, I use my whole body. I'm using my hips. I'm turning everything. Same thing with the double leg takedown. I use the whole body. I come in, boom. Now, the difference between the Brazilian takedown, Brazilians will attack here. They'll attack here. In America, European style of wrestling, we generally go anywhere from below the rear end to the knees to the ankles. There's various styles on doing this move. I like to go to the back of the thighs, right around the knee area. Separate here. Come in. I continuously drive. I just don't reach my opponent and stop. What I also want to do is protect my head. When I go in to shoot into the man's torso, I'm not shooting like this and jamming my neck. All right? You shoot with your head down, you're going to jam your neck, you're going to get hurt. Also, I want to be able to view the man from about the chest area to the hips area. I really don't care about his face. What he's going to do here, he can lie to me. You can lie to a person with your eyes. We're over here, we're fighting, I'm staring at his eyes. I look down, he might think that I'm looking to give him a kick. So, I look down, I'm telling him what I'm doing, I'm telegraphing. Now if I look down and he follows me, boom, I can clock him here. Lie to your opponent. Make him think you're doing one thing and then come to the other. Also, if we're here, I'm looking at the torso area. I've got a view of his fists, and I also can see his feet, and also his chin. Boom, 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 boom. I'm protecting my chin. I'm coming in here. Now I can see what his body's doing. We're moving, we're fluid. We're stepping to the outside. I'm following my lead foot. Now I set him up with a punch, take him down. If we are in a wrestling match, we would both be in a wrestling stance. What I would want to do is clear the hands. Head control, hand control. The first thing you learn is hand control, because look at the barrier. You have the hands out here automatically protecting against you. So you want to be out here, you want to grab hand control. Boom, your head's going to meet. So now we're pushing against the heads. He's pushing against mine, I'm pushing against his. But this is wrestling, okay? This is a different situation as to an all-out body attack. Again, you want to have control of his hands. If I have his hands, he can't punch me. But then he may be a better kicker than I am. So he can pretty much kick the snot out of me all day long. Now what I want to do, I just want to come in here, set him up, either with a palm slap or a punch, something to fill his hands. You can be out here, you can just make him blink. Boom. The attack is there. What I'm doing, I'm here. I can shoot from this position, from this distance here. If I can punch him, I can shoot. Here, a punch, now, boom. I'm already there. That's enough distance to get my shot in. We're here. We're tight. I'm working. I'm controlling this man. Boom. I come in. As you see, sometimes my head will go to the outside. But that's because I'm talking to you. All right? Sometimes I will take a shot to the outside also. But if I do take a shot to the outside, I just don't shoot and stay here, because now the man will guillotine me. If my head goes to the outside, it's because I'm making the move. You gotta make 100% commitment on a shot like this, especially in an all-out fighting situation such as the UFC. We're here. Boom. Now, you see I end up in this guard, or I've got this leg trapped. We're here. Now I want to pass this leg. Now I'm in the side mount position. This is the position I prefer most. Now I can attack him with the elbows. I come up to his head. What you got to remember on this double leg also is your balance. You can't lean too far forward. Just like in punching, don't go through the window. There's a window here. You want to punch through the window, but you don't want to lean through the window. Same thing with your takedowns. You don't want to look down. You don't want to come charging in here looking at the ground, because you don't know what's going on. The man can pop you in the back of the head, take his feet away, you go right flat down on your face. What you want to do, again, ideally, have a view, full view of his body. When I attack, boom, I'm looking directly at the man. If I'm not looking at the man, I'm going to just eat concrete. This way, my head, my neck may be jammed a little bit, but I'm protecting it with my shoulders. We're here. Boom. I come in. I'm tight. Notice when I come in, I'm not shooting like this. I'm protected. Boom. Now I come in at the last second. At the last second, I commit. Boom. Do not walk out here. All this stuff's dangerous. This stuff's stupid. These guys will fight like this, they're going to get killed. I don't know what the hell they're thinking when they're out here and they got their chin fully exposed. You come out and you fight me like that, I'm going to take your chin home. Okay? This is stupid. This is elementary. This is wrong. This will get you killed. What you want to do is come in here. Pop, pop, boom. Now you make that commitment. What you got here is your body's like a coil, like a big spring. It's coiled to attack. We're here. I'm in a fighting position at all times. I'm ready to go. I drop a little bit, coil a little bit more. Boom. It's called changing levels. I go from here to here. What I'm doing is shifting my point of balance from up here down to here. Boom. Now, you see the spring. The spring has been loaded from upper body down to the bottom body. Boom. I can sit here and I can balance. I can balance myself. This is what I want to do. Here's my power. This double leg takedown is exactly what you want to do something like this. When I attack, you'll see sometimes I'll lay my head to the side. That's because I've already made contact. I'm safe here. I can't get guillotine choked here. I'm pinned up against his head. But you notice I'm not charging in here like this, coming in like this, and then trying to take him down. I'm staying wound up. I'm staying coiled all the way through. Boom. Now I spring up. I'm attacking the knees, the back of the knees. You chop the man's legs out from under him. Then you're both equal. This guy could be this tall. This guy could be this tall. I take out his legs. We're on equal terms. We're here. Again. See my penetration. When I penetrate, I'm making contact with this man. I'm letting my shoulder do it. My torso is attacking his torso. This is the move. Use the whole body. Now what I'm doing is I'm attacking down here rather than up here. Boom. Now I end up in the man's guard. Now I attack. Okay, this next move will be an inside single leg. The reason it's called single leg is because it's one leg, just like the double leg had two legs. What we do, we have the same situation here. We're fighting. I see the man has an advanced leg. The front leg is the one that I want to attack. I'm going to work the man. I'm going to hit him with a jab. I'm going to fill up his face, give him something to think about. You can go like this. You can block his eyes. You can punch him, whatever it takes. Snap like this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to penetrate in. I'm going to pick up. The reason this is an inside single leg is because I shoot to the inside. Again, I don't shoot to the outside, especially on a single leg, because this really opens me up to the guillotine. Boom. As stretched out as I am for this move. What this does here, we're here, I step in, grab it, scoop it up. As you see here, I pull this up to my stomach. Now, there's several ways I can finish this. Come up here, I can kick him forward. I can kick him backwards. Or I can just drive him straight into the ground. Again, we're here. Pop, pop, shoot in, boom. Now, here's your knee bar, your Jean LaBelle knee bar. I'm here. I'm here. Perfect setup for the Jean LaBelle knee bar. Boom. Boom. Notice how I'm protecting myself. Notice this does not drop when I throw my punch. This stays right here. This comes back in the position we're supposed to be at. Pop. Boom. All right, we're setting this up. You see how my body is. My body's relaxed. I'm not stiff. I'm not diving at this. You never want to dive at a single leg or a double leg. What you want to do, lower your center of gravity. That's called lowering your field, changing levels. Boom, boom. Here I am tight. I'm tight against the man's body. I pick it up. I come down. Now, if I stay to the outside, you see I have this knee bar here. If I don't, I can drop it to the side. I now have the side mount position. I can hit him, come down with the elbows. This next one's a fireman's carry. It's called such because it's really simple. What happens here is I have neck control of this man. This man has an underhook. What I'm going to do is, rather than letting him suck it in tight, I block it. I have it out here. Now I'm going to grab hold of his tricep. This can be done without the shirts, the clothing, gi, whatever. Just grab the arm. You have the tricep there. Tricep's like a knot on a rope. It's a nice little handle. Now, you see my body position. All I'm going to do is drop down. I'm going to penetrate in between his legs. My head will come here, pulling his body over. I'll penetrate between with my arm, throw him over, finish the move. We're here. I penetrate. I pull him over. Now I'm in the arm bar position. Again, man has it underhook. I pull back. I'm pushing his head. Drop under. Arm bar. Punch. Punch. Arm bar. Punch. Elbow. On this fireman's carry, what I'm doing is creating a little bit of distance. This man has me up here tight. Again, I grab hold of his head. I push out. Now we have the distance that's required for this move. We're in tight. I cleared the area. I drop down. When I drop, I stay tight to this man. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull down. When I pull down, I'm going to balance this man on top of me. This is why it's called fireman's carry. Because you see in all your TV movies, the firemen carry the people out the building like this. I was a fireman. I never carried anybody like this. But that's a different life. So here you are now. I have this man balanced. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish this move. I can drop him forward or I can roll him that way. I'm going to drop him straight forward. Now I'm in a side mount position. I have an arm bar. I can finish him with punches. I can finish him with the elbow. I can crinkle this arm any way I want. Put my knee in his face, turn the elbow this way. Sit here, go with the Juji Katana. Okay, this move here is the same fireman's carry, except we're using a guy with a judo gi. Again, now, without the judo gi, you have to grab the tricep area. Here with the judo gi, you can grab anywhere to complete this throw. These guys are out here. I grab the back of his jacket here. Boom. Why? Because it's the same theory as having the tricep, except now we have a handle up here. Don't have to go as deep. Unless you happen to grab here. Generally, you don't have the ability to grab down here. You grab here. Once I grab here, I have this arm keeping him back. I'm fighting his lapel here. Now what I'm going to do is the same theory. I just drop, hook underneath, boom. Again, to the arm bar. Once again, as you see, you can grab anywhere on this man's judo gi to complete this throw. You have a handle in all areas. I grab up here when I play judo. I grab here, and I grab here. Now I'm fighting this guy. I might even reach underneath the collar. Get a big grip inside tight. If I happen to grab here, now you see my footwork. Now my footwork switches. I am first leading here, as always, just with the jab. I have a lead foot with the lead hand. Now I'm going to have the lead hand grabbing hold of this. My lead foot's there also. Now what I'm going to do, I penetrate with my back foot. Boom. As I come down, I lift up. Just a little short snap, pop, whatever you want to call it. I grab. I grab. All right, this next move is a Russian 2-1-1. The Russian 2-1-1 is a wrestling move generally done without the gi. But we're going to do it today against Andy with the gi. What happens here, we have a collar tie-up. I grab the man's arm. Here I'm going to grab his sleeve. I reach up, pull it off. Same thing works without the gi. You grab the arm, you grab the wrist, you pull it off. Here's your Russian 2-1-1. You're working against his elbow from behind. Without the gi, I come up underneath like this. With the gi, I grab hold of the back of his sleeve here. I grab hold of the front of the sleeve here. Now I'm working this man. Now I draw this man with me. Now what I'm going to do, a little fancy footwork here on this switch. I'm going to come up underneath. I'm going to throw him with a fireman's carry from this position. We're here, he's leaning. I switch, come underneath. Boom. Again, man has a collar tie-up. I grab, I pull off. When I pull off, I just don't pull with my hand. I turn my head, I use my shoulder. I use my hand, everything. I shrug him off like this. Now I step back, get a little bit of leverage on his elbow. Now I'm stepping in, under, drop, throw. On this next move, we're going to make a throw here, a seoinage. What happens is you can grab this man's gi. Same thing as if you're out on the street and he's wearing a jacket. Grab the man's collar, grab the jacket. Obviously, immediately he'll probably react here by grabbing you. If he does, you have his jacket. Slide up here, stay here at the elbow, whatever you want. What's going to happen now? Watch my footwork. I'm going to step in. This is the main step. First step, boom. Now I turn my hips. When I turn my hips, I'm going to lower myself, and my elbow is going to come up underneath his arm. Boom, boom. I drop. Now I'm in armbar position with this man. What do you have here? I'm the stand-up fighter. He's a stand-up fighter. I have control. This man, what I'm going to do is pull him down. Automatic reaction is for him to go back up. At this point, I make my step. My step comes in here. This step goes back. Notice how my hips are turning. I just don't boom, boom, make this move. I snap him, pop in. My elbow comes up underneath. When my elbow comes up underneath, I drop. This man's weight is now shifted over top of me. What I'm going to do now, from this position, is I stand up, bringing his weight over. Boom. Boom, boom. Armbar. All right, the next predator takedown will be the Osotogari. Osotogari is a judo throw. We're going to use Andy Carter again because he has a gi. This is used in judo, obviously because in judo you fight with a gi. What you do, you grab the man's lapel. When you grab the man's lapel, you also grab this because in judo you'll have a gi on, he'll grab my lapel. Now I'm going to grab his sleeve, I'm going to grab his lapel. What this does, you pull the man into you. This is a series of steps for this move. I'm going to pull the man down, then I'm going to jerk the man up. When I jerk the man up, you can give him a quick little punch in the face, which will help send him backwards. Technically in judo you're not supposed to do that, but they do a lot of stuff in judo that the referee doesn't see. Again, I'm going to step back and jerking the man down. When I step back with this foot, it's winding me up for the big step, for the big oh, boom. What I want to do is the farther I pull the man down, the farther I punch the man back up. It's going to twist his body, preparing him for a bigger throw. I step down. Now I'm going to punch the man up. When I punch the man up, I step up. I try and kick my foot up high. The farther my foot comes up, the farther my foot comes back. For every action, there's equal and opposite reaction. Therefore, what you have, you jerk the man down, you punch the man back. You kick up, you kick back. Here it is. We're moving. I jerk him down, jerk back. Boom, boom, boom. Again, we're here. I step back. When I step back, I pull back. My hand follows my foot. When I go back up, my hand will follow, my hand will lead, my foot will follow. Boom. Here we go. Jerk up. The next throw in this series is what's called an underhook throw. We both have a collar tie up. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to break his arm, his control here. I'm going to come up from the elbow, slide up, bring it underneath here. Now I'm going to step into the man. My arm will come into the man up underneath. Now my hand pivots, my body pivots in, I'm tight. See how tight my hips are against this man's body. Now what I'm going to do is drop down to my knees or a squat. I can do a squat, then come back up with my hips, throw him here. Or I can go right to the knees, right into an arm bar. The key on this is the pressure of my body against his body. You see we're here. I break his hold, give him an underhook. This man now thinks that he has an underhook position. Grab hold of his elbow. I step in tight. When I step in tight, I feel his hips against my rear end. Now I'm going to come back with this foot, getting even tighter. Now I'm going to drop. When I drop, I'll fling him forward with my hips. Maintain control of the arm. When I maintain the control of the arm, I keep it and come right into an arm bar. Okay, we both have a collar tie up. What I'm going to do, I have elbow control. I switch my elbow control, come inside, using the back of my hand to break his grip. Now he's going to immediately go for the underhook position. When he does, I go back to the elbow. Now, I step in here. Same thing, same move as earlier. Boom, come up underneath here. Now my hips come in. My hips will come in against his hips. Just creating the throw. Keep hold of his arm. Now I have an arm bar. This next one will be just a basic foot sweep. what I'm going to do is make the man step sideways. When the man steps sideways, following me, he steps. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a big step. He's going to follow. I hook his heel with the inside of my foot, like this. And right here. Boom. It is not a side kick. That won't work. What you want to do is you want to turn your heel so where you cup his ankle. Again, we take a step. Now I take a big step. When he follows, right down. Now I have his arm. I go into an arm bar situation. Come up. I hit him with an elbow. Hit him with a back fist. Hit him with a straight fist. Come down. Hook him here. Come down onto this arm bar. Crank this neck up. What we're doing here is I'm moving this man sideways. I take a step. He follows. I take a bigger step. Now when he goes to follow, I move this. It's not just a foot sweep to where you only use your foot, but again, you have to use the whole body. What I'm going to do is curl this whole man's body here. As he comes, I assist his foot and continue on with that. You don't want him just following your foot, step, step, step. What you want to do, you sucker him into taking a big step. Now you turn his whole body. As you turn his body, you hook his foot. There's your foot sweep. Again, you have control of his elbow. You take a step. Now you take your big step.
Tell me. Tell me.
This next move will be O-Uchigari. What I'm going to do is step in, penetrate, hit his outside foot, making him think that's the one I'm attacking. Where I'm actually going to this foot. What I'm going to do now is slide down his body with the foot sweep. What I'm going to do is penetrate here, slapping this foot, thus making him think it's coming this direction. Well, what I'm doing is actually hitting him here, coming in here, boom. What I'm going to do is slide down his body. Stay tight. Let the foot do the work. Let gravity do the work against this man. We come in here, splitting the man, come in, slide down. Now I'm in the man's guard. Now I can attack him. This man and I both have a collar tie up. What I'm going to do now is step in, slapping against this man's thigh. Boom. I'm hitting this man. Penetration, deep penetration. Now I hit here. Now what I'm going to do is turn myself. I'm going to sweep this foot out from under him. Come in here. Boom. Slide down. Now I can begin my attack. This last one here in the series will be the Uchimata. This man, I'm on the defensive because this man's going to attack me. Once this man has my leg, what I'm going to do is cause a little bit of separation here. I want to reach underneath. When he has a gi on, I grab hold of his gi at any point. Generally underneath here. You can do it with the gi or without. If you have the gi, grab hold of the gi. Now I want to reach around here, grab his gi on this point. What's going to happen here is my foot's going to separate his feet. As I turn, you will see that I kick up towards the ceiling, boom, sweeping him around. I end up in a half mount position or a mount to where now I can attack the person. This man just snatched up a single leg. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create space by pushing his head around. Grab hold of his gi. underneath his arm. Now I want to reach across, grab hold of this part of the gi. I want to separate him by taking my foot in between. Now I want to turn. When I rotate, my foot goes up into the air. Now I'm on top of the man. Again, this man has this leg here. All I'm going to do is grab hold of this arm. Create space by grabbing hold of his head. Head control. I can't get the hand control. Now I'm going for head control. Now I'm going to reach around and grab this. I'm going to separate him. This man has just gained the single leg position. Well, I'm going to now reach underneath, grabbing hold of his gi, underneath his arm. Create space with the head. Now I'm going to grab hold of his jacket over here. What I'm going to do now, short hop, turn, kick, swing him down. Okay, what's going to happen? This man will grab hold of the single leg. When he has a single leg, I'm going to reach underneath of his arm. When I reach underneath his arm, I will reach over his jacket. Now what I'm going to do is turn. I'll separate his legs, turn, boom, come down on top of the man. Complete the circle. That concludes the Predator takedown sweeps and throws. Practice these things intensely. Be careful. Like always, protect your workout partner. Your workout partner will protect you. You run out of workout partners, you're not going to be able to train. Train hard, train smart. Good luck.